Hi there. I want to give you a little bit of information about my upcoming course, Female Sexuality in 21st Century Literature. To clarify, it's not only about female sexuality, despite the course title. It does include a lot of representation of female sexuality, plenty of that, women's relationship to their sexual selves, sexual experimentation, aging and sexuality. So that is sort of a primary core theme, obviously, but the readings that we will look at also include descriptions of female bodily pain, female body image, some descriptions of sexual violence, menstruation, childbirth, menopause, medical treatment of the female body. So it's sort of a, a little bit broader than just sexuality, a look at women's relationships to their own body and some of the texts will have a little bit of magical realism in them. Some of them are memoir. Most of them are fiction. Um, just so you know, there's also quite a bit of graphic sexual description in case that's a deal breaker for you. You should know that going in. There's a little bit of description of distressing sexual violence. So these things are a little bit different from what I've typically taught in OLLI courses. So I just want you to be informed going in before you make your choice. Basically, but it's just about how 21st century literature has depicted and is beginning to depict women's relationships to their own bodies. I'm using texts that are almost all, I think, 10 years old or less, or newer. Again, mostly fiction, but a little bit of nonfiction and a little bit of memoir mixed in. Three or four, I haven't finalized the reading list yet, but there will be three or four sort of central novels to anchor everything. Miranda July's All Fours. Uh, Three Women by Lisa Taddeo. We'll probably only be looking at one of the three stories in there. Luster by Raven Leilani. And then if I can fit it, I also want to look at How Should a Person Be by Sheila Heti. Those are the full-length works that I want to look at. And then I'm going to mix in um, short stories and essays from some other contemporary superstars, Leslie Jameson from the Empathy Exam, Carmen Maria Machado from Her Body and Other Parties. I'm going to do a story from that, a Roxane Gay story, Megan Kamale Kakimoto from Every Drop is a Man's Nightmare, just because of the title, I had to include that. A couple of Lindy West articles. Kristen Rapanian, the viral New Yorker story Cat Person. And I have a couple of other collections that I haven't even finished reviewing yet, so the reading list will be finalized later. But I just wanted to give you a little bit more clarity about the contents of the course if you're deciding about whether to take it. It's mostly about women's sexuality and their relationship to their bodies and how that's been represented in the 21st century in maybe some different ways from how it's been historically represented in previous texts. It might be a little bit more explicit and might be a little bit more exploratory than texts we've looked at in my courses in the past. But I think it'll be an exciting ride. So I would love to have you join me. Thanks.